Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I figured it out. There we go. Jumping into the comments. How do I get myself on stage again? Oh, there I am. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Blockchain Brew Show. My camera's all jacked up. And my hat's crooked. I was in a hurry. It was in a heated match in Hearthstone, and yeah, it was going good. You play any games, Drammer? I think you were talking to me yesterday about zombies, Nazi zombies, dude. That was the not back in the day, dude. It was all about ray gun making crawlers so you could go take a piss on Sheena Numa. Guys, make a crawler, get him in the swamp so I can go to the bathroom. Terrible. Absolutely terrible, man. Back in the day. All right. Sweet. Got the music going. Welcome to another episode of Blockchain Brew Show. I'm your host today because Trenton Nada is doing God's work over there on Wednesdays in the desert. You know, he likes to do fellowship in the desert, and so we praise him for that. But on the flip side of it, guys, we got a golden thumbs up. Please smash that thumb. Yeah, smash it up. Not Dan, but it up because that's what we all want to see on the show, guys. Yep, look at the thumb. It's doing the wave. Just kidding. And then I got the subscribe bell. You hit it 1, 2, 3, 4. I got it this time, guys. I'm getting pretty good at that. You'll find that over here in one of these corners. We have to ask because YouTube does not like to boost you. But hey, over on Rumble and Kick, we're growing. Guys, we have 19 subscribers over on Rumble. I'm like, frick yeah, we're growing. And freaking Kick, we're over at 9. So, dude, come on. We haven't even figured out how to create thumbnails over there, and we're gaining people. So that's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. Where am I doing? Well, charts here. Check out the daily. Check out. Remember what we said? The last thing at the end of the show is that we were leaning green. That's 2 days in a row we've nailed this. 2 days in a row we nailed. Oh, you know I forgot to pull up. I forgot to pull up the liquidation map. We could do that in a second though, because we were talking about the liquidations. Oh yeah, so I'm kind of taking a little bit of a break before 4th of July. I'm drinking some coffee into my brew glass. That's right, a little bullet in there. And we're chilling, man. We're chilling. We got Bonk as a winner. We got Whip up 15%. SPX up 12%. Even Gala. Where's Daniel Ghazi? Daniel, where you at, brother? There's a 10% move on Gala. Top 100. Is that just today? Oh, no, it's been top 93. Okay, interesting. We got it. Let's go jump over to CoinGlass, man. It drive me nuts that I didn't. I was like trying to figure out. I was like, what am I missing? I'm missing something. All right, pulling it up right now. Boom, we're in CoinGlass. Share screen. All right, page just loaded up. We're going to jump into liquidation heat map. You know why we shot up, guys? So we're going to jump into a larger time frame. Or actually, no, I could probably use this map. So we liquidated these suckers right here. When we shot up from like right here to right here, there was a liquidation. And then these massive candles right here, those are liquidation squeezes. That's where we're liquidating the shorts. So we jump over here to our map. And you can tell we have this void down here. Those were some of the liquidations. And then we had liquidations. A lot of them were at 63 of hundo. So we had some down here. Right now, we're about to liquidate some longs because people got bullish. Gosh darn it, guys. Stop throwing in massive longs. Killing me. But, yeah, we popped that bubble, dude. We had a big old yellow lineup over there. We smashed them. It was great. We actually still have a little bit of liquidation zone over there just above the all-time high, guys. That's how close we are to the all-time high. We hit that all-time high. Boom. Short squeeze. We're pumping, baby. Let's freaking go. That's what's going to happen. We actually don't have too many longs still. We still have more shorts being in the scary zone for them. We got a few more shorts up there. We have some shorts up there. We have some shorts up there, guys. We can pump up to $112,000, just a little bit more, just to pop them shorts. It looks like we might get a little bit of longs popping right here. Not too much. Liquidation leverage is 130. Like I said, it's kind of a lot. It's $139 million. But hey, name of the game, guys. Name of the game. Don't get liquidated, right? It's hot in here, man. Can you guys see my fan? Ugh. Damn you, fan. I'm trying to get it adjusted. Freaking dying in here. 84 degrees. 84 degrees right here, dude. This is too much. Too much in here. Dun, dun, dun. What we got going on the Bitcoin? Dram, are you here? Did you see what I said what Hearthstone was? Or do I have to repeat it? Because I will repeat it for you if you want. 21 moving average is coming down. We broke below it, okay, and then we bounced off it, broke down. This looks like it could be a smaller trend reversal. It could be a fake out, but on the 30-minute, we still have more downward action. Shows the blue momentum waves are in control. And then we have the yellow VWAP. It's obviously below it. Zombies? No. Hearthstone's it's a World of Warcraft. They have a card game on your phone. It's sick, or the computer. Really fun to play. They have a version called Battlegrounds, and you don't need to buy any cards. You don't need to play anything. It's just a fun arcade game. I love it, man. It's a good phone game. I've been playing it for years, probably frick, man, since I was 18, so almost 14 years now. And then I have zombies, dude. Yeah, dude. Did you play Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 zombies? Dude, I started at World at War, man. I knocked her a totem. That map was dope. Oh, I'm not making crawlers. 1 hour. Momentum wave coming down. So 30-minute is bearish. In 1 hour, the momentum wave still coming down to reset. The money flow is still coming in, so this could be a fake out, but we're still leaning bearish. Okay, I haven't seen any signs to say, besides the 21 coming up, that it's saying that we could be bullish, but we have to wait and see. It's almost touching the 21. The yellow VWAP still below the zero line at -9, and the money is still at -13. It's better than a -39, which means the money's been coming in. Kino to totem. Dude, I love Kino, man. No, I wasn't the biggest fan of the Thunder Gun. I had hit or miss luck. It really pissed me off when I couldn't reload the damn gun. And the elevator one with W2 building. Freaking, you talking about level 5 on World at War? And you had to sit there to smash the right and left trigger, and you break out of your chair. You have to run over to the computer and type in 5 to get that map going. Dude, yes. The freeze gun was so fun. Freeze gun was awesome. On the 4 hour, we're definitely in the variation of it is bearish, but it could be a fake out. But we're not in the 60s, guys. We usually get stronger signals for a fake out when we get in the 60s. We're at -29.20. And we have a doji candle for a trend reversal. It's with a small body and larger wicks on top and bottom. The VWAP, it has been coming down. We're 10, and the momentum wave is starting to curve, and strength is starting to curve a little bit, and the RSI is red and it's curving down. Okay. So 4 hour could come down to, let's say 108 to 107 range, so a $2,000, which is not. I mean, Bitcoin's 108,000. So what's $2,000? Rick, I can't even believe that's less than 1% for 1,000. So 1.5%. It's not that crazy anymore, dude. I remember when it was freaking fly, 1,500 and $1,000 was 12% of Bitcoin. That's just wild times. Let's see the 12 hours. 12 hours looking good, guys, which makes you feel like the 4 hour is a fake out, because look at that momentum wave. That is strong move to the upside. VWAP is still bullish. It's angling up. We have a green dot. We're not oversold on the 12 hour. We're actually, no, wait. Yeah, we are oversold. We're not overbought, I think. Overbought is when it goes up way crazy high. I'm sorry, I'm thinking. You guys can't see my eyes. Yeah, so we're oversold. I always get those two mixed up. And another thing too, I just noticed on the 12-hour is that we have a golden cross, the 21 crossing the 50. You can see it right here. 21 is this nice thick white line shooting through shooting through the 50, the 80, and the 100, which is right here. What the hell is the 200? 200's way down there. Actually, this green line might be the money flow. One of these green lines on the money flow. I gotta change that. Freaking, they look similar. Okay, yeah. So this is the money flow. Okay. Which one is it? The bottom one. Okay, that's the money flow. Okay, yeah. So we cross to the 80, the 50, and the 100. That is nice. I like that. Oh, thank you for the likes, JJ. I see you out there on X. I see you, dog. We got and we also got market cipher DBSI 15 saying we're bullish. And the previous candle was a -5. The bears gained a little bit of ground, but not crazy amount of ground. But we're liking the VWAP, we're liking the green dot, we're liking the blue momentum waves, we're liking the strength, and we're liking that we're oversold. We're liking the DBSI. I mean, think about rounds in the chamber. How many bullets do you want to give yourself to try to hit a bullseye? Doesn't mean you're going to hit it every time, but more ammunition means you're going to get more likely going to get it right. I mean, what do we say? Not financial advice, but we tell you because we can't tell you for legal reasons that's financial advice, but we tell you because this is what we see in the charts and what we believe is leading into. So we're bullish on the 12-hour, so it leads to the 4-hour to be more of a fake out. The daily, we have a green dot. We still have some momentum wave coming in. Strength still coming up. We are overbought, but it's okay. Everything else is doing good. Money flow did come down. It came up a little tiny bit in the last day. VWAP is coming up, though, so that's kind of a nice sign to see. The 2-day. 2 days starting to get a little around, guys. It is starting to get a little around. We had an anchor trigger wave. Okay, I expect a little bit more of a pump. 103 to 107. That's not terrible. Technically we're really over here. That's not terrible, but I don't really want to see a reset right here and make an anchor trigger wave on a bearish signal to come back down. The good news is the VWAP is very outwardly slant coming. It's kind of coming down like a flat hill almost, which is a sign of we could get a trampoline springboard to actually have it use it to bounce back up. Compared to like a sharp turn is like it's pretty evident like trends just reversed. Okay. Now we jump over to the 3-day. The 3-day is still showing us momentum. We got to be a little worried about a double top here. We use Heiken and She candles on here. There's a difference. There's regular candles. There's Heiken and She candles. We got to be just a little bit worried. Okay, not terrible. The bulls, where are they at? Bears, they went from a -5 to a -4 to a -1, which kind of shows you a sign that the bears are trying to gain control. They're still weak. We went from a 15 to 11 to a 9 right now. We got 2 days left to remain on 3-day. What's up, Ebadia? What's crackin', man? That VWAP, wop, right? Yeah, VWAP is very traded sideways right now. At least on Market Cipher. But we got a green dot on the 5-day. It's bullish for the 5-day. So you know the run's not over, dude. We had all red across all time frames. I'm like, dude, we're donezo. We're donezo for right now. So the fact that we still get a little mixed messages throughout the time, it's good, man. It means it's not over. And we have a strong weekly green dot. We still have 3 days for that to close. But if that closes, that's a solid number, dude. That red dot freaked us out. We backtraced that red dot like 4 years on Market Cipher when we found one that we invalidated. We can even go back over and try to find one again. So we have this red dot here. That red dot played out. That one played out. That one played out. That one even played out. That one played out. That one played out. This one was the last one. It was invalidated. And that was back in the bear market, dude. We invalidated that one back in March 2023. So 2 years ago. Okay. So last time we had a red dot invalidated was 2 years ago, which is wild. Okay. And the one before that was over here. And that is, what is this? I don't want that on my computer. Was September 2021, which is funny because that was in the last bull run. So we've had now the last 4 years, we've only had 2 red dots get invalidated. So that is actually kind of a bullish sign because it only happens and good things happen whenever they get invalidated. Now we have to confirm it. 3 days till confirmation, dude. I'm really liking that. The weekly kind of The weekly makes me a little nervous because I feel like we have a little bit of bearish divergence on the weekly. It hasn't quite confirmed yet, but if we get a red dot and it confirms, it could be kind of nasty. We have 3 days to close. But the good news is that market hike and a sheet candles, we use the previous average. Okay, so we're at 104,800 for the previous average. So we know right now we're at $108,000, and we saw some evidence that we could go down as low as 107. That's still above the previous average. Okay, so we know that the blue waves aren't going to clip. That's the cool thing about hiking and sheet candles. You can actually project kind of what the future is telling you, and then base a lot of your analysis off that. And I can tell you right now, currently, that this next candle is going to be green. Like, I already know because we're $4,000 above where we're the previous average. Now on the weekly, we did get a green dot back here. It didn't have a strong bullish wave, but the money flow is so thick, it's really hard to tell. You're like, oh, it's over. Like, I can't see that. We're also above 60, 70, so we could get fake outs still in this range. Trying to look at some back testing right here. We don't want a red dot on the monthly. That would be terrible. That would be horrendous. But I can't see us getting a red dot on the monthly just because freaking we have so much bullish news coming out with the ETF. Jerome Powell, we like him or hate him. We don't really like him on the show. He said he's going to do 2 cuts. I mean, I guess he started the year with like 5, and he changed it after the tariffs to 2. So hopefully we can still get those 2, but we're still leaning bullish. Let's swing over on, let's go to dominance. We'll check out Ethereum too. Bitcoin dominance, interesting. It has a red dot. Now they haven't played out, and we've gotten pretty strong bluish momentum waves. Yeah, Michael Sato's always buying. Though, what he did kind of teach me, I'll tell you. This was my first bear market I went through, and I always thought Bitcoin was cryptocurrency, but it is and it isn't. In the sense as Bitcoin, you should hold it, and you should hold cryptocurrencies, because Bitcoin is a crypto. It's not cryptocurrencies. In a sense, like, it's the top dog. A lot of times it actually does the opposite of what the alts do. Sometimes Bitcoin sucks all the liquidity out of the alts. I remember doing the bear market, like, why is Bitcoin up and everything else is down 10%? I was like, I thought all the alts are supposed to pump with Bitcoin. And so there was a lot of learning curves, like, in the bear market. And that's why I teach a lot of the strategies is 25, 25, 25, 25 rule. 25% Bitcoin, 25% blue chips, 25% to have fun with, and hold 25% in Tether. So you can buy them dips, man. That's how you have to do it. How you gotta do it in crypto space. Oh, yeah. We're thinking that we might get the alt. I'm thinking we might get alt season around 67 to 70%. So we'll see if we can actually get there. Currently, it made a golden cross on the monthly, which is crazy. I mean, look at the money flow still coming in. I mean, it hasn't shown a sign to really want to give up, to be honest with you. And we have a red dot. Okay, fine. We had all these other red dots, but the money flow is coming in so thick. The only thing that makes me think that this could be the top, which I'm not giving it strong signals, is the VWAP did go negative just slightly, okay? Just barely slightly. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Last time we had a stronger signal is right here, and it did go down for like 2 candles, okay? Very minuscule amount. The money flow is so thick on the 2 week, dude. Look at that thick money flow, man. So cheeky. 69%. Holy cow. We have 56% on the weekly. Or not the weekly. Yeah, it is the weekly. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I think I was talking about the monthly when I was looking at the weekly. You guys know what? Do what I mean, not what I say, okay? Right now it's crazy. I hope we get that alt season, dude. I believe it. We will get that alt season, dude. I believe it. I haven't even got worried yet. Now, if we hit like December and we haven't had it, okay, you got me there, man. I'm a little worried at that point, but I'm not worried yet. I think we'll get it around August. Check in with me in August, dude. That's like a month away. A month away. We can hold out a month, right? It's not that bad. Not that bad, dude. I've held it for freaking 4 years. When I first got into this. In 2020, when I first bought Dogecoin, I was like, oh, that was great, dude. The market ended in like, December, January-ish time frame. I was like, okay, well, I'll just wait 4 more years that does it again. I didn't realize, I didn't math it out well. I was thinking 2024. My brain was still in the 2020 age, and I was like, oh, 4 years. When the whole year rolls over and you write down the wrong year the whole time? I did that, and I didn't quite figure it out. I was talking 2021 to 2025. It's the end of the 4th year. Gosh, dang it, Carl. We chart that out too. If you guys wanted to do a field trip down memory lane, we could do that too right here, right now. Go to Bitcoin dominance. We'll go check out the monthly. We get a lot of the alt seasons on these green dots right here. Boom. They're the bottom of the bear market. Guys, check it out. Are you ready? I'll use my paint pen. We get a green dot right here. This is how accurate Market Cipher is, especially on the longer time frames, okay? Especially you start really honing in your skills. We get a red dot. Come on, paint pen. Here we go. We got the red dot right there. We got a red dot right here. And we get these red dots right here. Okay. Now, I want you guys to be aware. Red dots on the top are just as strong as the green dots on the bottom. Now, green dots on the top aren't crazy strong because you're in a trend. Like, pay attention to these blue momentum waves, not really the dots. The dots are usually, it's kind of hard to explain. Okay, so the big dots, like the big green dots we get on the bottom, and the green dots, in this line and this line, these are the ones that are powerful. Like this red dot right here, not powerful on the bottom. It's like vice versa. It's backwards. So red dots on the top are more powerful, than red dots on the bottom. So anyways, regardless, we're going back into it. So for reals, Ebadio. This is we're going to be using Market Cipher to try to tell you when the top and bottoms are in. So Bitcoin, okay, this is 2015 is when we got our first green dot, okay. It actually goes back farther, but it doesn't. The information's not there. So we got our first green dot right here. We wait till it confirms. Okay, you would have bought into this candle. Okay, you would have bought in the average of $250. Cool. Well, then you would have been in part of this crazy run-up move on Bitcoin, okay? You would have had that crazy run-up and be like, that was so crazy, I bought it at $2 or $250. Okay, you get the red dot. Now, it gets a little weird for some reason. The red dots are, like, lagging. But if you pay attention to the momentum waves curving down, they actually curve down right here. I don't know why the signal actually shows it a little bit earlier. But regardless, let's say you got the average of it, okay? Or even if you think you could have bought the bottom. You saw at the very bottom of that candle. You would have went from $250 to $6K. Are you complaining? That's like a $250, 10. That's like 30, 10x, 20x, 30x. You're gonna complain on 30x when you could have just also it was at 19,000. I mean, you from a 30x to a maximum of 19,000, dude. It's wild. So then you go, okay, bull runs over on this red dot. Just gonna chill out. Wait till we get another green dot on the bottom. Cool, we got a green dot. You wait till it confirms. Cool, you could have bought it in right here. You could even say you could have bought it at the top at $8,000. Whatever, bought it. We don't pay attention to those. Don't pay attention. Boom, we could have rode it up, man. We rode that sucker up into the market of 2021. Okay, that was sweet times. That was kind of a little funky one. So we get this fake out double top. I can't remember what actually caused that, but I know the second one is the FTX. And you can actually see the blue momentum wave curve over the monthly candle before. And I don't know why it's doing that. It's like for some reason on these monthly ones that's a little delayed. So just pretend that was right here, okay? So you would have had that. You could have got out on these candles right here. These were the ones I would have got out. I wouldn't have waited for it to be over here. You would have waited for the momentum wave to come in and flip the red. I don't know why it's wrong, but it is wrong on the monthly. But you see what I'm saying, okay? And we'll help you through, guys. Boom. Where did we say you bought it at? $8,000. Well, cool. You could have sold it at first thing 64, which is shy of a 10x, up to 30,000. You still had like a 3 or 4x at the very, very, very bottom. Yeah, this is one little tiny green dot, little mini season. Whoop, we had fun. We got the red dot right here. We could have got out. Actually, if this red dot right here, I did it wrong again. It would have been a red dot right here. You would have got out. Maybe not. 30,000. Okay, I guess you did it right. Regardless, you chill out, you hang out, wait till you get another green dot on the bottom. You get back in. Okay, you get back in now. You have 21,000. You got your green dot. It cooled off. You have a little tiny fake out, but you knew you were in a reversal. You knew you were making a golden cross. Actually, I guess think of that. It's a death cross, but it's a lagging indicator. It was lagging to that. Okay, so don't pay attention. You have this momentum wave. Pay attention to the momentum waves. Also, if you didn't know this too, you actually have bullish divergence. I actually never saw this before. You had bullish divergence. So not only did you get a green dot confirming it, you have bullish divergence. You would have smacked that bottom perfectly, dude. You got your green dot, and at this point, you got your wang out. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. I don't think I've ever been told that. I am wearing shorts right now, if you would like to know that. Anyway, so we'd have had the bull run right there. Boom, got in that green dot. Boom, you would hit this candle 18,000. And you've been holding it still, man. You hold it still. In fact, you could have got out right on this candle because the red dot's wrong. Boom. Would have confirmed. You would have chilled out. Boom, you got this green dot. You actually could have seen it possibly with this candle too. Could have got back in, chilled it, get the red dot, got out, chilled it, and now we got a green dot. You could get back in right now, man. We have a green dot, it is confirmed, so I don't think it's over. That was a trip down memory lane. Okay. Frick! It's hot in my frickin' house, man. What did I say? It was 84 now. It's 81. Jeez. Wow. We did it, guys. Go back and check the last channel. We did not have this before. This is brand new. We have a green dot on Ethereum. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now we have to wait a whole month for it to confirm. But if we confirm what did I say, Ebadio? We confirm in August. Well, guess what, dude? Guess freaking what, dude? That means we'll have an alt season. Ethereum's gonna run. We get it confirmed August. You start running August, September, October, November. Have the whole fun, dude. That's what we're talking about. That is what we're talking about, dude. That was not there yesterday. I have to go back and check. We got a green dot on the weekly. So not only do we have it on the monthly, but we also have it on the weekly. That is beautiful. Hopefully we can get those to confirm. I don't think we had it on the freaking weekly either. That's the problem with how we're doing it so much, man. We make so many videos. I have to remember which day I said what. Was saying it would be crazy holding through those early swings, weighing out. I was saying it would be crazy holding through all those early swings, weighing out. Weighing out. Weighing out. Dude, can you imagine holding through all those crazy swings? Did you have Market Cypher? Did you know Market Cypher existed back then, Ebadio? Where are you from? How did you find us? Did you find us through another influencer, or did you just find us just stumbling across us on YouTube? Hey, thank you whoever subscribed to us, guys. We're at 269. Guys, that's what that means. We have 269s going on. Oh, I'm sorry. Immature humor. Oh God, this is an adult channel. Forgive me. I'm supposed to be more mature. Just kidding. I like that. Have that fun attitude. You guys ever watch the TV show Psych? I love Sean, man. He's so funny, dude. I'm like, I want to be just like that dude. Oh my gosh. Ethereum. You bulldog. Green dot pumping up, dude, on the 3-day. The 5-day, the momentum wave's starting to flip. Pay attention, guys. Watch the momentum waves going on. Okay, we were at 35, we're at 21, and starting to roll over. There's no bearish divergence. The green dot says we still have momentum down here. Momentum waves, let's go. Strength, the purple line coming up. We're oversold. The money coming in. Red wave is slightly shrinking, but we have a strong VWAP coming up to the other side. And the 2-day, we have an anchor trigger wave. This red wave. This green wave is getting thicker. VWAP is getting bigger. So we have thicker, bigger, greener, and purplier going on. I'm just kidding. I think shorts, dude. You're probably right, man. I think there are the freaking shorts. Freaking shorts. Look at the daily, guys. Look at the daily on Ethereum. If it was me, I would long this on the daily. I would hold it all week. Now, that's not financial advice. I can't give you financial advice, but that's a very strong momentum wave to the upside. We have strength coming in, oversold. Well, no, or the RSI is a high, but it's curving up, so chill out. VWAP strong. So we had a green dot, momentum wave still playing out. VWAP coming in. We're still in the green. Strength coming up. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this. 12-hour momentum wave still going, still feeling good. VWAP still going up. Purple line's going up. Okay, so you know what? We called 2 days ago. We called a red day. We got that one. Yesterday we said, well, I shouldn't say we called it. So we leaned red. I can't tell you 100%. Everything's based on statistics. A lot of the ways how we work here. So we will never hit it 100% of the time, but as long as we hit it enough of the time, right, you'll do well. And then yesterday we said we're leaning green. Nailed that green, dude. Did you not see? Did you guys not see crypto bubbles? Look. Did we not call this? We said green. We said we're leaning green. If you listened to us, you would have caught any of these. You would have been up, freaking crazy percent. Look at Bonk, dude. Why is Bonk up so much? Holy cow. It's up 20% today. Oh my gosh. We said it last night right here. We said what 10, 11. No. This is the second. This is 10, 11 a.m. p.m. Okay, here's the first. We're going off my time zone. We called it literally like right here. No, to 8:30. We got off at 8:30 yesterday. Boom. We called it right here. You put Geelong in, dude. You would bend up today, feeling great. Now, if I have to go look at valuation of Bonk, because I would say it might not have a green day tomorrow, just because it's pumped so hard. We'd have to double check that and revisit it. But dude, that's good gains. And we've been talking about the monthly too, guys. We've been saying, hey, yeah, you might have missed off on some of these green ones. We can check it out, dude. All these red ones right here that are deep in the red. Crow down 20%, Zcash down 30%, 28% Celestial. These are the coins that I'd be looking at to see the potential. And okay, so I had this crazy thought today, and I'm telling you guys it. So when I was down in Georgia for some crypto business I had down there back in December, I met this gentleman in the airport. I was stuck at the airport for 2.5 days, and we were all stuck. All the hotels were gone, and it was a splendid time. But I met this gentleman at the bar, and he was a pretty high up gentleman at Bitwise when we started talking about crypto. And he told me that one coin to keep an eye on would be Monero. And so I saved in my bubbles. I was like, okay, dude, I'll save it right now. I'm going to keep an eye on it. It's on my bubbles on my phone. This is 1 through 100. And with the Monero coin, what I've been thinking about is we have all this AI stuff coming out right now, and people are going to want privacy from this AI. And I'm like, I'm just thinking about this in my head. And somebody said there might be a new narrative that comes out of this bull run. Yeah, privacy is kind of a narrative, but it's kind of a hidden narrative. Now, I was listening to BCB today, Blockchain Backer, and it cracked me up because he was talking about privacy coins. And he goes, not financial advice, guys. Don't go out there and buy this, but I see Monero doing the same cycle structure as XRP did in 2017. So now I'm thinking, really? That's very interesting for me to meet somebody from Bitwise in December that said Monero, and I do respect Blockchain Backer, and he said Monero also. And then somebody else on Twitter said there could be another policy. I'm just trying to put pieces together. To be realistic, guys, what do you guys think about that? The Circle IPO went crazy, dude. The Circle IPO did go crazy, and it's still going on. We can actually take a look at that chart in just a moment here. I would love to buy Circle. It's kind of interesting. I've been thinking about Circle as well. I'm like, is it better to buy Circle at the peak of the bull run when everybody's used all the stable coins and bought crypto, or in the bear market is everybody going to sell the sell the crypto and buy stable coins and they buy USDC? Does that make Circle go up? I don't know. Do they do the opposite of everything? So interesting. Wow, Bangu's up 60. Oh, that's for the week, for the day. Wow. And we have any news today, guys? there was an ETF news supposed to come out, unless they all came out yesterday. We're gonna try to play around with the time zones. Always drives me crazy. Crypto billionaire bit off kidnapper's finger during an ambush. Wow, we gotta get into this one. Ripple applies for U.S. banking license, joining crypto and rush for legitimacy. You guys know what else is doing a banking license? That's right, crypto.com. Imagine, and one of the things that they're working on is earning yields, like actual interest on your cash you keep in your bank in crypto.com. Now, what other bank you can actually earn like legitimate cash in this? You know, I think I have a BECU account, and it's like I earn 0.0001% on my cash in there. That's why you try to keep most of it in crypto, right? Because come on, dude, that's ridiculous. All right, I gotta check out the story, man. It just has my. I gotta say it too with a funny accent or energy. I gotta throw my energy at this story. Damn you, fly! Get the hell out of here! Shoot, freaking fly! All right, let me know if you guys are interested in this story. Smash that like if you are. Australian crypto billionaire Tim Hirth nearly escaped a kidnapping attempt in Estonia. Last year for biting off. Last year. Yeah, this is a story previously. Okay. In Estonia, last year by biting off a part of an attacker's index finger, an Estonia court has heard. Finger. Maybe it's Heath. I said Hirth. Sorry. Heath, a longtime crypto investor, was attacked by two men. How do we know they were men? Opposing, I guess I got the DNA from the finger. Longtime crypto investor was attacked by two men posing as painters in the stairwell of his apartment building in July last year. Never trust the painter. There has been growing number of crypto kidnappings in 2025, forcing executives to beef up security. One of the attackers, Azerbaijani national Alavarade Jeviv. A former boxer and wrestler tried to silence Heath by placing a hand over his mouth. The Sydney Morning Herald reported on Wednesday, citing Estonian media outlet Este Express, that assailants plotted to force Heath into a van, but Heath bit through the assailant's index finger and managed to break free, seeking sanctuary in his apartment in Estonia, court heard. Heath reportedly lost a tooth in 30-second struggle. Wow, he lost a tooth? He bit that guy so hard he broke his tooth. The attackers fled shortly after, abandoning the van nearby. Part of the finger was later found in the street. He bit the finger and spit it out. Ugh. Street 100 meters away, 300 feet away. Wow. From the scene of the attack, originally from Victoria, Australia, he founded the Estonian-based YOLO Group and its venture capital arm, YOLO Investments, which invests heavily in fintech, crypto, and iGaming. The Australian Finance Review Rich List estimates Heath's net worth at 2.46 billion in Australian dollars and 1.6 billion, or net worth 2.6 Australian dollars and probably 1.6 billion American dollars. All right, I gotta wait till it's hot. Remember the Coinbase IPO? That stuff went crazy too, dude. I remember that. Actually, I remember it being like almost overvaluated. I think they launched it like at $300 and went to $330. Then it dropped. I believe what it was to like $50 or $30. I think it actually just dropped, not all at once, but over time. It dropped big though a year later. Yeah, we'll take a look at Coinbase, man, because you bring up a good point. You bring up some good points. And there's Tim Heath. Wow, that guy looks serious. That guy looks like he'll bite your finger off, man. He looks like a mobster. Imagine with some glasses. Woof. Pretty crazy. Oh, there he is. Dude, that guy looks like he'll bite a finger off. I want to know if he kept his tooth. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. What else do we got going on in the news? BlackRock ETF earns. This is 1 minute ago. BlackRock ETF earns more than flagship S&P 500 fund. Hey, that's pretty big, guys. That's pretty big. You guys want to read into that one? Ripple applies for US banking. I kind of want to read this one, and this one caught my attention. If you guys are okay with it, I'm going to keep going. We'll get back into the charts over here. Refresh this. Refreshing, this is what we like to do over here. Ripple has followed Circle, looking to be its own bank after Congress moved ahead with a bill to regulate stablecoin issues under the national bank regulator. Crypto firm Ripple Labs is applying for a banking license in the U.S. following a similar move by stablecoin issuer Circle Internet Group, a crypto firm looked to be regulated to deepen ties with traditional finances. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse wrote on X Wednesday that the company is applying for a license with the U.S. National Bank regulator. So that's today, guys, Wednesday. Whew. The Office of Comptroller of Currency, OCC, confirming their earlier report, the Wall Street Journal. Due to our long-standing compliance reports, Ripple is applying for a national bank charter from the OCC, he wrote. Garlinghouse said the license is approved to be a new and unique benchmark for the trust and the stablecoin market, as the firm would be under federal state oversight to the New York Department of Financial Services, already regulating its Ripple USD or USD stablecoin. There's Brad talking about, guys. That is pretty big. Ripple follows Circle in wanting bank charter. Ripple's decision to get banking license came 2 days after Circle, which issue is the second largest stablecoin, USDC, applied to OCC to create a national trust bank that oversees its stablecoin reserve. I wonder who had the idea first, if Circle did or Ripple did to do this. And then they're like, hey, they beat us to it. We got to beat them to it. Yeah, that's not cool, guys. The move by both firms comes as the U.S. Senate passed a stablecoin regulator bill called the Genius Act, which lays out standards for offering the U.S. dollar pegged tokens, including the OCC will oversee the largest stablecoin issuer. The Circle co-founder, CEO Jeremy Allier, said the company was taking proactive steps to align with emerging U.S. regulation for the assurance and operations of the dollar-dominant payment stablecoins. Anchorage Digital is the only crypto firm that holds a national bank charter. Ripple bids for Fed Master account. Ripple's Garlinghouse added that the company also applied for the master account with the Federal Reserve, which could give access to the U.S. central banking system. This access would allow the U.S. to hold RUSD reserves directly from the Fed and provide an additional layer of security to the future proof trust in RUSD, Garlinghouse said. Congress is working towards clear rules and regulations as banks and far cry from the years of Operation Choke Point 2.0 are leaning in. He added, mentioning the conspiracy that the Biden administration sought to cut crypto from the financial system. That's right, Biden tried to destroy crypto. Gosh, dang it. XRP gains 3% Ripple's bank charter application. Wow, 3%, guys. The token of the XRP Ledger blockchain Ripple Labs users for its products has risen 3.2% over the past day. That's actually pretty good. If it's users. Past day. According to CoinGecko, the token began to climb late Wednesday before hitting a 24-hour peak at $2.27 around the time Garlinghouse post before the slightly cooling from its rally. Wow, guys. Before slightly cooling from its rally. Can you believe that or what? All right, BlackRock. 5 minutes ago, this article just came out, and then we'll go back into the charts and check out Coinbase and Circle. But I wanted to ask, eBaddy or anybody in here, did you guys ever play Zombies? And what was your favorite map and gun, if you did? And if you did, should we jump on and do some zombie killing sometime? I think we might. That'd be kind of fun. BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF is earning more in an annual fees than the firm's signature S&P 500 fund, despite having an expense ratio almost 9 times higher. That is absolutely crazy, guys. You wonder why BlackRock keeps buying Bitcoin? It's because of these fees that BlackRock's generating. They're beating the S&P 500, and the S&P 500 is 9 times more costly than BlackRock's ETF. It's outperforming the S&P 500. What the hell? I'd be bullish on that too. BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, is now earning more in annual fees from its spot Bitcoin exchange-traded fund than flagship S&P 500 fund, according to the recent report. IBIT overtaking IVV in annual fee revenue reflect both the surging investor. I can't tell if that's a V or a W. I think it's VV. In annual fee revenue reflected both surging investors' demand, Bitcoin's significant fee compression, and core equity exposure. Nova Dias Wealth Manager President Nate Garassi told Garassi. Now that just sounds like a strong name. I'm a Garassi. I like that name. That's a good name. Told Bloomberg on Wednesday. Bitcoin has now captured Wall Street's undivided attention with an expense ratio of 25%, around 75 billion assets under management. AUM, BlackRock iShares Bitcoin ETF IBIT has generated 187 million in annual fees, approximately 100,000 more than iShares Corp S&P 500 ETF IVV. The IVV, which launched in 2000, is over 8 times larger than IBIT, with approximately 624 million in assets, but charges almost 9 times less. Wow, guys, IBIT is destroying IVV. Just saying how big and dominant Bitcoin is. Several crypto exchange executives were quick to comment on the findings. Crypto entrepreneur Anthony Papiano said in an ex post, Bitcoin has Wall Street's full undivided attention now. Strive Fund's chief financial officer Ben Farm said Bitcoin will be the depth of active management and passive indexation portfolios. Wow, guys. Rezo. Evan watches revenue, but let's watch incentives. BlackRock makes same money on a 75 billion Bitcoin, 7 billion Bitcoin, and 624 billion in the S&P. Guess which they'll push harder. This is an adoption story. It's a fee optimization story. TradeFi discovered crypto in the last asset when they can charge a premium fees. Expected wave of exotic crypto ETFs with even higher fees. Next high fee will involve AI, DeFi yield. BlackRock already is building. Guys, if I had a 401k at my job, I would put it into Bitcoin. I wouldn't care about the fee because this would be my retirement. I know Bitcoin's going to last. I mean, that's not financial advice, but that's what I would do. And I think that would be huge. I think Bitcoin, say I'm 30 right now. In my 30s, we'll have 40. What time when do you want to retire? 30 years? What do you think Bitcoin's going to be at in 30 years? To be freaking wild. Yeah, I think you retire off that. Crypto trader Cade O'Neill said it says something about where capitalists headed. Institutions aren't just curious anymore, they're committed. Meanwhile, McKay research founder James McKay said the news was bullish and probably something. Since January 2024, it launched BlackRock's IBIT has recorded 52 billion inflows, the highest of any U.S. spot Bitcoin ETF, according to Farside data. The IBIT closed the trading day on Wednesday at 62, up almost 4.5% across the day, according to Google's finance data. The uptick comes at Bitcoin's price spike at almost 3% over the same period, which is now trading at 108,000. Meanwhile, IVV closed the day at $623, only up 0.44% over the day. U.S.-based spot ETFs marked their first net outflow day on Wednesday after the executive traded day's inflows. Well, there you go, guys. Bitcoin is crushing. IBIT is crushing everybody else's ETF in the market, guys. S&P 500, whatnot. Dude, that's wild. Actually, I can't mess that up. Whoa, my camera is getting blurry. Makes my beard almost look thicker, though. I can't take that. Where is my computer mouse so I can throw up another chart for you guys? As I know you like it. Guys, if you need me to take a look at any coins, please throw it in the chat. Because we like the chat be thrown. Whew. It is hot in my house and I don't know what to do. Freaking hot in here. Doo-doo. I've already been streaming for a freaking hour. 10 minutes on out. Holy cow. Holy guacamoles. Ebaddy, what about the Sol ETF? Dude, I haven't really heard anything about it, to be honest with you. Like, I don't even know if it freaking went live. Like, I haven't heard diddle today. There was a lot of other stuff that was supposed to come out, and I don't know where it's at. I do know that the big, beautiful bill is supposed to be voted on tonight in the Senate. That'll be kind of big. We wake up tomorrow. Maybe we say we're leaning green, okay, on the 12-hour. I guess I can't technically cover tomorrow, but we'll take one more look. But if that passes, dude, I think we're gonna pump tomorrow, right? Let me go into Google real fast and ask if it's seen anything about the Sol ETF. It's more recent. Sol ETF. What are you doing? Sol ETF. What are you doing? That's not what I was looking for. Rex Shares. Rex Shares launches its first ETF Solana exposures. I mean, this might be it. This says came out today. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's freaking hot, man. I couldn't live in the desert like Trent does. I'll be melting. So July 2nd, Rex Spray, strategic collaboration between Rex Shares, blah, blah, blah. Launch SSK, the Rex Osprey Solana staking ETF for the first listed ETF give investors exposure to Solana, plus staking rewards in their securities brokerage account, which is pretty cool, guys. They're guaranteeing that you'll collect rewards from staking. SSK provides investors with cost-effective, convenient exposure to Solana. By offering a primarily spot Solana exposure, avoiding the negative effects of contango that can impact future-based ETFs. In addition to this direct exposure, the fund also delivers benefits of Sol staking, which currently offers a reward rate of 7.3%. That's actually really good. The fund seeks to hold the majority of its assets directly staked in Solana. 40% of the assets in the exchange-traded fund or products that themselves stake Sol, and small amount of the assets staked. Okay, what is it? Did it go live? Like, what do we got going for it? Like, what are the inflows? Did it get inflows today? I didn't refresh. I didn't mean to infresh. Well, that is something. I'm kind of curious. So I closed it out. What? I closed it out. All I did is go back to the freaking Google. That's stupid. What's that type of inflows? I wonder if CoinGlass has any information on this too, because usually they have. Let me jump over to CoinGlass real fast. Oh, frick! I gotta add you guys to the screen again. This could be big for Sol. It could be big for a lot of things. You know what? I think the biggest thing is yes, they get their own like ETF, but I think it's the mass ETF baskets that come from, here's the top 25 ETF baskets. Here's the top 50 ETF baskets. The top 100. Here's the top layer ones. I think that's where it's going to be huge, is that it's setting itself up for that. Okay, we're going to share this screen. We're going to add the screen, even though we're not really on that screen. We're going to add your comment to screen. We're going to be looking for, here's Bitcoin and here's Ethereum. So they haven't had Solana's ETF inflow yet. Okay. Now we jump over to Google, or we can share this screen. I don't really care. Database, Solana e-flow. Solana price rally stalls as new Solana ETF flows. That's not right. That's the May. That's June. That's 1 day ago. So it doesn't look like the data is really out yet, good sir. Or if it is, I don't know where to find it. If you knew where to find it, I would go find it. I would go read it, but I'm not 100% sure. And I don't want to put too much more. Dang it, I closed it out again. I keep getting to do that. I forget that I have new techniques where I can just share the screen. It's so much easier, more simple that way. 269 Ethereum. I'd like to look at some other coins too. Let's check. I really want to look at Bonk because it pumps so hard. I'm kind of curious. Do I think Bonk's going to continue? We go over to Ethereum. We check out the 1 hour. The 1 hour is coming down. What are we expecting tomorrow? Or the 4 hour looks like, but the VWAP's kind of coming down. I would expect a fake out. Okay, I think we get a fake out of $100 on Ethereum. Maybe I should check out Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin's been coming down. We expect we should come down more. Maybe touch, like I said, 107. The 4 hour momentum is still going up, but the VWAP's kind of chilling. The strength's coming down, or the RSI is high, kind of coming down. We haven't flipped, but it almost looks like we're starting to get some sort of. It's not. This is totally not confirmed. This is totally speculative, but we might get some sort of bearish divergence right here to give us that 107 mark tomorrow. But I do think a longer time frame suggests more action. So I'm going to say we're going to maybe get something like this. This is kind of what I'm going to guess tomorrow. I'll leave it here. We can go back over it. We'll probably come down. That was a really shitty line. Oh, I just raised everything. Oh, no. Okay, we'll probably keep this trend, maybe. We'll come down. We'll touch down right here. And hopefully, with a longer time frame, we'll kind of come up more. We'll hit the next liquidation levels right here. And then hopefully we can continue upwards more to new all-time high. I mean, that would be nice. Now, that's a really bullish scenario, okay? I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. But I think we're leaning to come down to 107, and then I think we're going to lean to go up more. But we also have different news coming out tomorrow. You know, we got the big, beautiful bill news, or some big, beautiful bill news coming out tomorrow. And guys, if we pass the big, beautiful bill in the Senate, is that bullish for crypto, or is Elon going to lose his mind and start attacking Trump again on Twitter? And then next thing we know is that Trump's like, get out of America, go back to Africa and build your rockets there. I have no idea. So we're just kind of projecting now. We can't really predict what the hell those guys are going to say, but I think we're going to have a little bit downwards, and then we can have continuation. Or we can just have continuation and just flips right now. But we will play you. If we pass, you play that sax. Okay, you know what? If it passes tomorrow, I will order a tip for that saxophone. Is that what you're talking about, dude? I put that away. It's under my bed right now in a box, and it's the case. I'll order a part for it, and then because it doesn't have the mouthpiece. Because you know you reuse those. I think I looked them up online. I could buy like a bag of them for like $10. Okay, fine, deal. If it passes, I'll order it right now. Let me order it. Actually, I don't know if I can. Is there different sizes of saxophone mouthpieces? Amazon. On Amazon, guys. Saxophone mouthpiece. Oh my effing word! That one's way too expensive. This one looks more traditional. Freaking! Oh, I'll show you guys anything by accident. I don't mean to. That one's freaking. I don't know if you guys can see that. They want $192 for that one. Oh my gosh! This one right here is a little cheaper. This is like $12. That's what, and that's an overall pick. That's the one I want. Good freaking gosh, man! You want that much? That's cray, man. This one has 272 reviews. It's almost a perfect 5-star. It's funny, the most expensive one doesn't even have a freaking 5-star. Okay. Oh, I could get it here by tomorrow if I order this one. Okay. Add to cart. Black or silver? I'll take the black one. It's cheaper. Okay, buy now. Place order. Guys, I would show you this right now that I just ordered it, but then I don't want you guys to see my address, so you're just gonna have to take my word for it. Oh, all right. I think I got those word pieces. I think we're good. I think I will play it tomorrow for you guys. We'll play the saxophone tomorrow, and it's going to be great. If the Senate passes, if not, then you guys are just gonna have to wait. Have I ever played a saxophone? I have not. Figure it out on the stream. So yeah. Let's go take a look at Bonk, guys. I got a little bit more time. It's 8:30. I usually like to get off at 8:30, but I can't start a little late. I was playing some Hearthstone. E-Batty, you ever played Hearthstone? Or do you game? I was listening to Joe Rogan today, and they were talking about gaming, and they said if you're a gamer and you're a doctor, you are 37%, let's say 40% less likely to make a mistake during surgery. Okay, so that's fantastic news. And not just that, they said if something goes wrong in surgery, a gamer has a 27% chance, let's just say 30% chance of solving it over a regular doctor. So you definitely want gamers, okay? And that study was based off of 3 hours of gameplay, I think a week. Where the hell are you, Bonk? Bonk, 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 bonk. I've been working on placing this in alphabetical order. It just helps me. B, 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 C, 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 D, 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 F, 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 F. I know I saw Bonk. I've just been fixing this. This is getting a lot better. It was so scattered, dude. Oh, Zebek protocol. Everybody always asks about Zebek. People were asking about up over here, and maybe even over here, and I was like, dude, I'm not bullish at all. And then it came down, and it went down here. I was like, dude, I'm still not bullish, and it's been coming down. It's been coming down. We've had this previous trend. We broke through this triangle. Can I erase this? I'm gonna erase this right here because it didn't play out. Is this one of mine too? We're gonna erase this right here because that didn't play out. Now, if you look, we drew this triangle, guys, and it broke down below the triangle, okay? Not good. Just not good. Oops, I moved. I was trying to shrink it up. Shrink it. There you go. Not good at all. It has not broken back in the triangle either, and the red money flow is so thick. So thick. But it is touching right here, so there is some sort of support right here. Can I do this now? Did it fix itself? Oh, good, it fixed itself. But while the Alt H wasn't working, so we're bouncing off some sort of support right here. Wow, can't believe it fixed itself. That's beautiful, beautiful. She was beautiful. Oi, oi, oi. That's the Beck protocol. This micro cap, guys. Popular tonight right now. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys over there on X watching. Please hit that heart button because it'll touch me in the heart, as Trent always says. I don't know when he picked that up, but he says that all the time. He doesn't know. My heart's not over here. It's over here. Just kidding. Well, the red money flow has been going on, the interaction on it, but the VWAP is still coming down hard. Dude, look at that VWAP. That's coming down more. And we have a 16 saying that DBSI is projecting a more bearish transaction. Not looking good. The only thing good it's got going for it is that daily's been resetting a lot. I think too, we'll see where this yellow line's at. It's almost where we kind of started at. That's a good strong point, I think, right there for a first stop. And the second stop will probably be around here, 18. So I think that's almost 50% more drop from where it's at. I think 2 zeros, yeah, almost 50% more down. And it's going to probably go more down. This could be a good buy. Not now, though. That's how I would put that. Okay, not financial advice, but that's how I'd put it. Okay, now we looked at spec. Oh, dude, I got to add Monero on here. Have it on bubbles. All right, Bonk. What you been doing, Bonk? You've been hot, so hot today. Oh my goodness, I love seeing green though. I love seeing green, but I don't like buying green. Dude, I used to have a bunch of Bonk. I was talked out of it to sell it and buy something else. I'm so sad. I love Bonk. It was my Solana pick. I was like, I don't care about whiff. I don't care about anything else. Bonk, 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 blonkity bonk. Bonk has that double cycle. You know, it came out last cycle. It's been around. It's survived. All these new memes are coming out, but they're not the original, man. I'm sorry. They're just not. Like, I like Bonk. Like, it's like the SHIB or Doji on Solana. It is super hot right now, guys. It is super hot. And the one thing I would say is I would not necessarily buy this. I mean, we are 87, 86 oversold with the 87 strength. Crazy high. Okay. Now, the two things we got going on is that as fast as we can gain it, faster we can lose it. So if we get bad news, it'll come down the most hardest. Seems like Bitcoin is about to dump from here. We just said, Mr. Moon, that we expect it to dump short term. We're bullish on the 12-hour, very bullish on the 12-hour, but the 12-hour candles, so you know, you only get so many candles a week. But the 1 and 4 hour don't look overly great. We could revisit Bitcoin. Just let me finish Bonk real fast, and we'll touch bases on it and give you a good evaluation of what we think is going to happen. We do have a golden cross forming on Bonk. So, you know what I would say is that we might get a fake out. We do have a red dot right here on the blue momentum wave. The VWAP did slightly break down the green money flow. And yet again, all kind of depends on the chart site, Bitcoin and what Ethereum is doing. Ethereum's bullish, but Bonk, the VWAP just start coming down. The blue momentum wave is very strong. When you kind of see it like this, and it's not quite, I like to get in a little bit more down here, like when I'm saying like the momentum wave, it still has more to play out. This says it could play out more. It hasn't fully rounded top yet, where it starts, creating the cup. We got the next candle in 18 minutes. That will, on the 4 hours, so it'll give you a lot more information. It'll probably start coming like that. That's what I would expect. And we'll talk about it tomorrow, because I'll leave that little divot right there. We can touch bases on Bonk on the 4 hour. The 12 hour is bullish, okay? It definitely still looks like it still wants to go up. Look at the VWAP. It's strong. It is strong VWAP. Yeah, I think Bonk is doing something. It looks like it wants to break out. Look at the red money flow wave. It's curving up. VWAP coming up. Blue momentum was going up. We were oversold right here. Now it's going up with strength coming in. Yeah, Bonk's looking nice. That wap. VWAP. All right, Mr. Moon. He was talking about Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin going to do? So right off the bat on the daily, DBSI is printing. Says we're going to print another green candle. Okay, the money flow has been coming down, which we do need that to continue the bullish momentum. The VWAP is strong, and the blue momentum wave is coming up, and strength is coming up, and we do have a green dot. So it's like putting bullets into a gun. More bullets means more likely going to hit your target, more likely going to hit that bullseye we need. 12 hours looking good. Okay, VWAP strong up, green dot momentum. We're oversold, strength coming up. Everything's going good on the 12 hour. I'm not worried about the 12 hour. Now we jump back down to the lower time frames. The 1 hour, what we got going for us that's kind of bearish is we have a red dot coming to the downside. That's the blue momentum wave coming down. But once this plays out, we don't know where it's going to finish. Hopefully we can come down and make an anchor trigger wave, and then we can go back off to the races. The money flow has been coming in from the red, okay? You can clearly see there was a peak, there was a smaller peak, there was a smaller peak. The VWAP is below. We need the VWAP to kind of slowly curve up, and if we could get the VWAP to curve up, same time the blue wave to come down, we make a little trigger wave on that zero line. That would be great. And the 12 hours projecting that. Yeah, we all know the longer time frames hold more power. Now the 4 hour, it's kind of like it's kind of it's just starting to curve. If we didn't have that curvature, I would say we're still looking pretty good. Now we're getting a doji candle right here, and a little tiny baby doji, tiny body, larger wicks on either side is usually a sign of a trend reversal. Now we saw that the 1 hour is kind of bearish. The 1 hour is going to play into the 4 hour. The 4 hour will probably turn red. We might get a couple of red candles. We might even come down to here. We're saying we don't even go to that deep. We want to come to right here, this little first pocket. And we bounce off that, and then we continue up, okay? And we continue up to try to attack the longs over here, shorts over here, okay? So reason why we are on model 1, we see there's a lot of shorts right here. We hit those shorts, we probably fill that pocket up, okay? Not shorts, but longs. We squeeze all those longs. There's a good chance we come down at 108. I was thinking 107, so we come down over to the charts. We come over here, we'll clean out all those freaking longs. Coming back over here, model 2. Then we come back up and we go after the freaking shorts. Okay, we clear out the longs, we come after the shorts. That will give us a good pump, probably even do a new all-time high. We can do that. Now, there's lots of news coming out tomorrow that can take us there, so we kind of have to wait and see. That's just kind of what we are looking into. Does that make any sense, Mr. Moon? Frick, it's getting hot, man. It is getting hot in here. What do we got going on in XRP? I always forget to switch the pages back sometimes. XRP. No, freaking Bitcoin's doing what XRP does. Get the red dot kind of come down. The momentum wave starts getting that outward projection. It looks like it's starting to reset. Like that's not over. 2 hour. I don't care about the 2 hour. 4 hour says feel fake. Yeah, it could come down just a little bit, like a little bit, like a penny. But the 12 hour is where it gets interesting too. I just think that we're looking pretty good in the longer time frames. The momentum wave, the 2 days coming up. Look at the strength, it's curving. We're oversold. I think we're about to get another leg up, man, on the market. That's what I'm thinking. What's your take on July 9th? Do you think the major tariffs are coming, and could Bitcoin be dumping because there's no extension? To be honest with you, I brought this up a couple different times. You might have even heard that from me because we were talking about that last week. I would be cautious. Okay, say a week out from now. Now on the 5 day, we have a green dot on. This is XRP. We have some bullish news. Okay, we have a green dot. VWAP's just coming in on the 5 day. 5 day closes in a day. 3 day. It shows the blue momentum wave still going up. VWAP is still above the zero line. That's fine. As long as it's not going down, I don't really care. 2 day outwardly. If I had to guess, a week from now is when we hit the 9th. I definitely would be cautious about it. Now, what I think is probably going to happen is that we're going to get a flood of deals. I think we'll get a flood of deals. I think, isn't the China one, that's one of the main ones that's done? That could be a little nervous. But things that I think about that are bullish is a total peace deal between Israel and Iran, Ukraine and Russia. Zelensky says he wants peace now. That could be a super bullish news. The Big Beautiful Bill could be bullish. See, that's another one that's kind of a weird one, because Big Beautiful Bill could be bullish for crypto. But at the same time, you freaking got Elon and Trump tweeting how much they hate each other, which I think is just a show, but it affects markets. And then another one that we have to look out for is, when does the U.S. start accumulating crypto in the the Federal Reserve thing? Not Federal Reserve, but whatever they're calling that. And then do other global governments start doing the same thing? So the tariff thing could affect it. Hopefully we're done with it. I feel like we could be done with it, but there might be, because I think we're bullish. We're bullish for the month. I think we're going to have a really good July. And based off past Julys over here on, I don't think that it's going to affect us like we think, but I could be wrong. I would lean that we'll be bullish. What the frick is that? Markets, Bitcoin ETF, heat map, bull market indicator, spot flow. Where's the thing I'm looking for? Grayscale investors, Bitcoin Treasury, long short. It's like a calendar. Bitcoin market peak indicator. Oh, frick, I got to sneeze. Bless me, guys. Sorry. Oh no, I lost where I was at. Markets, cryptocurrency heat map, gainers and losers, spot flows, gem, finder, peak. Where the frick is this at? Investors in BTC, Grayscale ETFs, long-term short traders, OKX, Hyperliquid, Bitfinex, margin, short ratios. Where did I find this at yesterday? Data? Is it under data? Data. We're looking for Bitcoin. We want the monthly. Here's the order book. Data. Oh, financial calendar? Is that what it was at yesterday? No, that's not it. That is definitely not it. Where's data at? Oh, here it is. Boom, right there. Okay, so the data on Bitcoin is suggesting great months for July. You know, last 2021 we had 18% gain, followed by a great August. And we gave a little bit back in September. Boom, October. That's where we're kind of looking for. So we were thinking July, August is when it's going to get really good for the bull run. And the previous bull run before that was also really good. 17, then a 65, gave a little bit back. Boom, great holiday months. So we believe that July, August is where we're going to get really in that sweet spot, man. If that makes any sense. Do you think major tariffs are coming? I don't think major tariffs are coming. Also, I just reread that question. I think there could be some tariffs, but I don't think it's going to be super major. I mean, look at Canada. Trump's like, all right, we're going to slap tariffs on Canada because you taxed our tech companies. The market didn't react at all. So it's mainly, I feel like the bigger games that are bigger countries that can affect tariffs. And I think we got most of them out of the way. Could Bitcoin be dumping because there's no extension? No, I don't think so. I wouldn't say Bitcoin's dumping either because we're up for the day. You know, we jump over to share tab. I really hope I was on the right tab. Was I on the right tab with the calendars? Did you guys see that? Oh, my gosh. I gotta check. Okay, good. I was. Okay. Whew. I was gonna drive myself nuts. Market cap to find Bitcoin easier. So we got Bitcoin. Here it is a day ago. I mean, can you really say Bitcoin's dumping? It was at 106, a day ago. Okay, fine. We put it up to 109 and we gave a little bit back. But you know why we gave it back? It wasn't because of any news out there. We gave it back because there was a shitload of longs that opened up because people were going 30, 40x leverages and got liquidated. And then they were forced to sell. That's why Bitcoin went down. It wasn't because of no news. Alt also could get wrecked at that day. Alt could get wrecked at any day, dude. Unbelievable. Alt, sorry. But just hang out, man. I think we're okay, dude. I honestly think we are a-okay. Now, a lot of green. I would not be surprised to get some red tomorrow. Like I said, we looked at the charts. I think Bitcoin's going to have half a day tomorrow red, and then it's maybe bounce up. That's what I would like to see. Where are we at? We're almost at 9 o'clock, guys. I got to wrap it up. I'm going to go spend some time with the wife, and Sandman is on Netflix. We are rewatching Sandman again, and the new season comes out, I think, in 2 days, like July 4th. Such a fun show, man. It's really interesting. I really enjoy it. But hey, guys, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you guys over there on X, man. You guys are giving me so much love tonight. 40 freaking people over there on X. Guys, if you haven't on X, please hit the heart, hit that subscribe. 270, dude. We were at 269s, but now it's not funny joke, not funny. I think Mr. Moon came over here and subscribed to us. Thank you, Mr. Moon, if that is you, sir, for subscribing us, push us to 270. That's huge. Thank you very, very much. We are here for the community. I don't know if you know this, Mr. Moon, but we're more open about it now, and I've been sharing it more so people can get that knowledge. Me and Trent used to work for BitBoy Crypto, and that's kind of where we got introduced into a lot of crypto spaces. And I saw a lot of things not done right at that company, and I want to do things better and not make the same mistakes that they made. And same with Trent, and we want to be here for the community. We want to help build the community. We are here for you guys, just like you are here for us, especially in these early stages right now. We just appreciate everything that you guys do. And so, yeah, we got a lot of big plans. We're building something so sick in the background. I can't wait to do it so you guys can see it. It's all these plans incoming. But anyway, so I'm going to give shout outs to Mr. Ebadio being hot tonight in the chat, keeping it going. Mr. Moon with the tough questions, man. I always keep me on my toes. It gets me thinking. I love looking at all that data, dude. It's solid information just to get out to you guys. We got Jeremmer, man. He was in here earlier. He was not one, but two. He was second place tonight in the chat. Mr. Hal Carbo beat Mr. Jeremmer. And before that, we had John 316. He was the first one in here, guys, at 6:47. I don't know exact time the stream was made today, but because Trent created it. But yeah, guys, thank you for showing up. Thank you for the love and support. It is just great. Have a nice 4th of July, Ebadio. Ebadio, if you're not here, we have an interview coming out on 4th of July. It will be released earlier. I'm thinking about releasing it on about 9 a.m., which would be Eastern Standard Time at noon. That's a good time for everybody. It's a shorter interview. It's only like 25 minutes. But I think that's going to be a real good interview. We will be here tomorrow, at 7:30 Pacific Northwestern Time. We're going to talk. Hopefully, we get some Solana news, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. But thank you so much for telling me I'm going to have a good 4th. As long as I keep my fingers, that's going to be a good 4th. It's on a Friday. I don't have to work the next day. So it's going to be good. Thank you guys so much for showing up. You guys have a great night. We'll catch you on the flip.